Hey guys, what's going on? Levi Apparel, like, subscribe. Alright, cool. So this is another video that we're about to do. So to my rightish, whatever. I think your left, my right. Um, yeah. So, oh, sorry for the shop. It's a little messy. I got a lot of things going on. Got screens I got set up, all that stuff. Oh, more stuff is coming on the embroidery machine. That's right there, the EM1010. I just haven't gotten around to finishing the classes, so just want to finish that before I get you stuff. So in case you're wondering, where's everything? Anyways, um, so I got more coming. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about the sublimation. This is part two of the sublimation, and basically the focus is getting things done as far as like showing you how to print the image and getting it on the shirt. All right. All right, cool. So I just had to like flip the camera around a little bit to a different section. What you have here is my laptop and then the Canon 1220G. So basically, currently I'm on, let me get the camera closer. I'm on, what is this? Silhouette Studio. And I have my regular logo slash flyer. So I'm just gonna print this out on the Canon, slap it on a white sublimation shirt, and then we're gonna get going. So that's pretty much what's going on right now. All right. So let's get this going. Oh, also, to add, this is a shirt my boy did. It has the word love on it. All right. Check them out. I'll put them on the description below so you can see it, and hopefully you grab one too. His merch is fly. I think he uses the best shirt ever. I've had this for like 3 months now, and it's still looking good. It's not wearing out, nothing. So, all right, check him out. I'll put his information on the description below. You can check his Instagram. What is it? Tag him or whatever you want to say. GM him and then talk to him. See what he's got going on. He'll probably give you a link to his website, and then from there you can just purchase one of these shirts. He has other ones too, different colors and all that. So, all right, that's a little plug for him. All right, cool. So, all right, cool. So we have the artwork loaded on Silhouette. All I did was I right click on it. I went to flip horizontally and then just flip the image. When you're doing flip horizontally or vertically, all you're doing is just mirroring it. All right. So now that the artwork is mirrored and everything's all set, we're gonna do a print. I don't know how you have your machine set up, but when you go through the setup process of getting the driver for the Canon 1220, what you want to do is go to, I'll just do it right now. All right. When you get the driver set and ready to go, right, click on your, where it says print and scanners on your computer. You want to click on the Canon, right? And then there's a portion right here that says manage. You click on manage, and then you want to go to printing preference. When you go to printing preference, you want to go to okay, cool. So you want to go to where it says print borderless, click on that one, and then if you go to main, nope. Okay, yeah, if you go to where it says quick setup, go to main is the next tab, click on that one, and then you want to click below all the way in the bottom where it says preview before printing. Once you click on that, you click OK, Actually, I want this to be on high. So print quality, I usually put on high. And then print preview, click on it, and then OK. Alright, actually, I'm gonna go back. I want to make sure it's set. So main menu, see it's on high. Color, intensity, auto, that's good. Print before printing. Oh, preview before printing. Yes. Alright, so I'm double clicking preview before printing because I want it to apply. I'm doing that purposely so it can be throughout whatever software I use in this computer to print. Okay, so once you've done that, let's click out and go back to Silhouette. Alright, cool. So as you can see, you get an automatic print preview, right? Now the print preview I got, I don't really like it. Something about where the image is, it's not right. So I closed it out. I'm going back to it. And all I'm doing is just moving the image up a little bit. I'm clicking on print. And then now, okay, cool. So when you minimize it, it shows you the whole thing. Okay? So I still don't like it. I want a little bit more space in between the edge and the actual image. So I'm going to click out. Go here. Slide it down a little bit. I'm even going to make it a little larger. Alright, that's perfect. So now I'm clicking back to print. Okay. Again, we're going to minimize to see if everything's within the proper spacing. And I like it. So now we're going to hit print. But before we hit print, all my printers, I like to have them hardwired, meaning just a straight connection for the USB in the computer. Because in the past, my internet connection is great, but things happen where somebody might trip on the plug, or your low data band or something like that. So that's why I just plug it hardwired. I don't like to have any interruption with my print, you know? All right, cool. So we're going to go to the printer that's right there. We're going to print. But before I do, hold on, let me get up real quick. All right, cool. So before I do, I need to put paper in the printer. All right. Now, I ran out of my sublimation print paper. So the next best thing is regular paper. So with sublimation, you should and you have to use sublimation paper, but if you're all out, then you could just use regular paper. The effect is not going to be as bold if you were to use regular sublimation paper, but you still get the same thing. Alright, so now we're going to make sure that it's plugged. So yeah, I have to bring the printer up here now. Alright, cool. So now the printer's on the computer. Let's push this in. Alright. I got a small shop, so I gotta make do. So I kind of did this right here. All this just to hold the computer. That's it. And also sometime when I have like mugs. I have my desk on the other side. So since I'm working on this section, I don't want to have to go walk back and forth. Alright, so we're gonna turn on the printer. Alright. We've already got the paper in there. Alright. Cool. So apparently this is one of those energy saving printers. It will turn off if you're not using it. You just have to turn it back on. Wait for a little bit. It's going to just warm up. Alright, cool. So next we have the artwork. All I'm going to do is just hit print on the print preview side. It's telling me which printer do I want to use. I'm clicking on the so it's supposed to be the G1220, but I guess it says G1020. Same thing. Gonna hit print. Okay. It's telling me printer is offline. Oh, it's offline because I haven't collected it. There we go. All right. Good enough for me. Okay, I just told the printer to print. Once it prints it, again, whenever you're doing sublimation, you want to always print your stuff in reverse. And by printing it in reverse, once you've applied it to the shirt, it should give you the satisfactory look that you want, which is all the letters to be correctly read and everything. If not, everything's going to be backward if you print it correctly. I mean, if you print it normal print with visible writing that can be read correctly. In other words, just blurred. Okay. So I'm just waiting for the printer to print. Okay, looks like it did a good job of the print. So again, if you don't understand sublimation, all sublimation is ink that's been thrown on paper or media, and the sublimation ink acts differently than regular ink. Sublimation, when you apply heat to it, it turns into a gas, and anything that color touches actually it dyes the fabric. Just like if you were to get ink on your shirt, like a white shirt, it's going to be hard to remove. Sublimation is doing the same exact thing. The only thing is you're being more deliberate with what you're doing. So an image like this, once it goes on the shirt, it's going to release the gases onto the shirt, and then once it gets on the shirt, it's going to look exactly like this. Alright, but you can't use this on like the dark black shirt I have right now. You can't use it on it. It has to be a light color shirt. So because of that, sublimation is limited to light color garments only. It doesn't mean you can't use dark colors, because if you have a blue, you can sublimate a black image and you can put it on the blue polyester shirt, 50-50 minimum, and it will actually go on the shirt. Alright? Alright, so sorry the video's a little too long, but whatever. What I've done is basically turn on my heat press machine. Oh, let's check that. Yep. Alright. So I basically turned on my heat press machine, and now all I'm doing is getting it prepped to do some heat pressing. We have to get the heat to be at least 400, between 350, I'd say 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me check it right now, see what it is. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're gonna try to get at 325, and with sublimation, the more heat you put, more of the gases gets released. So yeah. Anyways, while this gets prepped, I'll read the rest of the stuff to you as it's actually pressing. Okay. But in the meantime, I did something. Now, some of you have always wondered, how would it be like if you had sublimation on a transparent sheet, right? As opposed to, let's say, regular sublimation sheet, right? This is regular paper, but we're pretending it's sublimation sheet of paper, right? So with a sublimation sheet of paper, you can't see through the back. But with a transparent sheet, you can. I mean, if I bring it close enough, you'll see my face. Technically, you can. But the difference is there, right? It's there. The light is hitting this, so because of that, you can't really see it. But actually, no, you can see it. So you see how you can visually see the image through the back, all right? So what I did was I used the sublimation printer that I have, right? And I just printed on a regular DTF sheet of paper. So on the, I think on the description, I'm gonna put that on there too. We're gonna print both, and we're gonna see how it looks like. Now, when I print it, this is how it looks like. Let me get closer. All right, hopefully you can see it. One thing that I noticed is like when you look at the black is kind of like, it feels like somebody just splashed water on it, right? It looks a little grainy. Yeah, basically all of it looks a little grainy, and there's a reason why. Regular DTF ink that will go on this DTF film, it's more, how can I put it, creamy, and the sublimation ink is more watery. So because of that, that's why you see the difference. All right. So we're gonna press this DTF film that has sublimation ink in it, and this paper that has sublimation ink on it. We're gonna see if both of them will work. All right. Hold on, let me check the heat press, see if it's up to temperature. Yeah, it's close enough, almost there. I gotta go to work in a few minutes, so I hope it does work. All right, it's 1:37 right now, so I'm gonna pause video for a sec. All right, guys, so that's the heat press machine right now. It says it's ready to go. Like I said, I was gonna tell you what I set it for. Alright, let me push it down and everything stops. I set it for about 3:30, and I'm pressing for 50 seconds. With sublimation, as long as you go between 300 to 400, and the lower you go, the higher the temperature, the higher you go, the lower the temperature. But 3:30, 50 seconds, it should be good. Normal sublimation is 400 and I think 25 to 30 seconds. All right. So what we have here is a shirt. This is a 100% polyester, and I got this from Michael's. All right, I got this from Michael's. This is a large. All right, all I'm gonna do is just grab the shirt. You do the 3 fingers spacing from the collar down. Okay, make sure everything is even. Okay, now you have your area that's ready to go. Once you have that set, you want to apply some heat, a few seconds, not much. I need to oil this thing. Okay, the reason why you want to warm it up is so when the sublimation process starts, it could be all set and ready to go. All right, cool. So, all right, so like I said, I print on regular paper. Looks like I have a little smudge right here. So the good thing about sublimation is if you have a smudge or anything on the print surface, you can just remove it, cut it out, whatever. Anyways, let's just print this so we get going. Okay, let's make sure it's spaced evenly enough. You know, the one thing I like about regular paper as opposed to the actual sublimation paper, you can actually see through this. I see the image perfectly. Like, I don't see all of it exact, but I can see the black, the color, all the different, you know, areas. Yeah. So I got kids in the back. The wife is helping out, dealing with them. Thank you, babe. And all we're going to do, we're going to sublimate. Just basically press it. Now, you're probably saying, wait, don't you need like a butcher paper and all that? Not really. Sometimes, so why I used to put a sheet in between here to stop the sublimation process from going to the other side. But normally the fabric is thick enough that the minute it hits the surface, the sublimation dives into the fabric, it kind of stops. But we're going to see if it actually goes through. So we're doing this sublimation. I did this right here is Teflon sheet. All I did was I purchased a big ass, pardon my French, big Teflon sheet. And I just fold it, use some heat tape to just apply onto it. Alright. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to remove it to see if it's sublimated. Alright, cool. So it did sublimate, but the issue I have is I didn't put it for enough time. It should have been higher. But did I get the desired look I wanted? Not really. So I guess lesson learned. Don't do sublimation on paper. But it did sublimate the shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, there it is right here. It's not as vibrant like I said when you use paper. But the point was to just get sublimation ink onto the shirt. It's on there. It feels freaking wonderful. Alright, cool. So here it is. So this is a white shirt and I have the light pointing exactly at us. So you're gonna see it like kind of muted in a way, but I'm gonna bring it closer. So there it is right here. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright, when the light is not shining on it, it looks a little bit better. So this is the image that we printed. This is it on a shirt. And as you can see, the 1220 can definitely sublimate. So get you one. Alright. That's an ecotank. So get you an ecotank. Use it. It's good to go. Alright. So we've proven that Canon can allow you to sublimate. Okay. Cool. So this is Levi Apparel. Let me turn it this way so you can see the logo on the back. Bam. This is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. Alright. We're gonna do another video where we're gonna use the DTF film with sublimation ink. Get ready for it. I'm gonna do a video right after this. It's Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. Alright guys, just left the shop, but like I said, like and subscribe. You just got to see DTF printing on the sorry, not DTF, a DTF film with sublimation ink on it. Alright, you saw how I printed. Next time I think I may have to go 400 degrees at 60 seconds to just make sure it prints out like it's supposed to, so it could be more vibrant. But do your own test. I am using a Chinese press, so the heating is going to be a little bit different, but do your due diligence. Like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. It can be done, however, remember, it's not going to be as great as you think it is, although it did turn out pretty good. I liked it. So yeah, there you go. If you want to know if you can use DTF ink on sublimation ink on a DTF film, you can. It will be very smudgy, just so you know. You may have to leave it out for a little bit so it can dry up a little bit, but other than that, it is what it is. Levi Apparel, like and subscribe.